You're watching News Day here on the Rise News. Now let's return to our top story. Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which is now in its 20th day. The U.S. is warning China of severe consequences if it agrees from a request for Russia of military help. Now, for more on this, let's bring in our US Correspondent Rotimi Kade. Rotimi, I want to say thank you for joining us here on Newsday this afternoon. Now, the U.S. and China held high-level talks in Rome, and it appears Washington thinks China is ready to come to Russia's aid. What more can you tell us about this?
Well, yes, yesterday both parties actually met in Rome to discuss and iron out what Washington and China can do to resolve the ongoing crisis in Ukraine and Russia. But, they have this sort of intense 7-hour meeting, which the U.S. quickly laid out the allegations that China is ready to supply Russia with some military assistance, and which China denied. That is a smear campaign against China. China has no intention of doing so. But from all the allegations or the denials from China, China has not publicly come out to cut ties with Russia. China is Russia's biggest economic allies. They still trading with Russia, even though the Western countries and also the EU and the US has also, cut ties with China, with Russia, I should say. China has continued to help, encourage, fuel this crisis or this war in Ukraine by helping Russia to actually, with trade and all of that. But the implication of this obviously is that so long as China continues to tread this path, there's obviously a lifeline for Russia as long as this war persists.
It seems that they've also expressed unwavering support to Ukraine's independence. How's this going to play out? This diplomatic tightrope that China is trying to walk, and them expressing unwavering support for Ukraine's independence. Exactly how do you think this will play out?
Well, I think China is in a very difficult situation right now. China has always been against the U.S., over-imposing its authorities on the eastern countries or the eastern nation. And when this war started, you could see the camaraderie between the Russian leader, Vladimir Putin, and the Chinese President Xi Jinping. They met during the Winter Olympics. Obviously, nobody knows what was discussed, but from the news that was gathered, it's more or less like China is aware that there's going to be an imminent invasion of Ukraine, and they decided to keep quiet because they believe that Russia is acting in the interest of its territorial integrity and security. However, China still believes that yes, Ukraine has the rights to exist as a country, but they've not openly come out to give that support, both militarily and economically. And that tells you that China may just be, acting the ostrich in this case. But again, if China has not come out openly to reject or condemn what Russia is doing, because from what we're hearing, they also have some sort of intention to invade Taipei. I think some days ago, China issued out a statement on in the invasion of Taipei, that any country that come in to assist or perhaps assist Taipei may likely face the consequences. So it's almost like a similar situation that we're seeing in both countries.
Our US Correspondent Rotimi Kade, thanks so much for joining us on Newsday.